that better? There we go. Oh, perfect. Okay, there we go. Perfect. I heard a couple of interesting things this week that I wanted to share with you guys that actually kind of blew my mind. The first one is that, did you know that now over 40% of the people that are going to the doctor's office for some sort of issue are now getting on some sort of anti-anxiety, anti-depression medicine? Over 40% of the patients seen. That was a stat for the first 2 quarters of the beginning of this year, which honestly completely blew my mind. I was like, man, how do we get all those people to, I know sometimes you can't help it, but sometimes I'm like, man, how can we get more people to think about their mindset in a different way and really just do the activities and work and surround themselves with people who can give them a better mindset. So that stat, number one, totally blew my mind. And then I recently heard, what was the percentage? Oh, shoot. And I meant to write this down for you guys, and I didn't get a chance to, but I think it was right over 70% of people right now are unhappy with what they're doing in their life. It was like 72 or 73%. Yeah, my face was the same. I was like, man, that is just so crazy. And then here's another interesting stat. The Gen Z, I think, is the terminology of it. Yeah. Is that what you guys are? Okay. Yeah. Gen Z is going to be, close your ears. Will you open that door really fast for him? The most struggling generation when it comes to mindset of any of the generations that have come to pass. And I believe this is not a stat. This is just a Dana-ism. I think probably social media has a lot to do with that. Last night we did something that I love to do and we went skating, like roller skating. And back in the day, if we have any roller skaters, could you just please put it in the chat or on Facebook? Like, okay, Angie, that does not surprise me. We went roller skating and it was interesting because I thought, man, I remember, and I've told Adam this before when we've gone, and I told my mom this last night, but I told the kids last night, I said, this is what I did. Like, we didn't have phones. Actually, eventually I had a light up glow pager that I wore. But oh my gosh, can everybody see Jamie Bratcher's t-shirt right now? Jamie, what in the world? Did you just have that laying around? Hold on, she's muted. We have to pause for this.
So I went to Cape San Blas last week, and I have a friend, and she loves to roller skate, and she's like my spiritual partner, and I just had to get it for her.
My gosh, I love that. Well, somebody give me that for Christmas, please. Like that.
Listen, I'm going to work on this.
Jamie, oh my gosh. First of all, I collect t-shirts. I'm embarrassed to tell you.
I do too.
I mean, I have a lot. It's really bad. And when I did my closet clean out last weekend, I really tried to part with them. And I think I ended up with like 6 that I gave away out of like hundreds. It was bad. It was really bad. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. Okay. So anyway, I was thinking last night, that's so funny, Jamie. I can't get over that. I was thinking last night, it might be good for us adults to get a mindset perspective from some kids for once in a while. So today y'all are gonna have to squeeze in closer to me. Today I have Amelia and George, and I actually brought them back to Kentucky from Charleston this week, and they're having a fun vacation week in Kentucky. And today they're going to work at the Richmond office. That's why they have on their one team t-shirts, and they're going to be cleaning. Oh no, did we freeze? Shoot. Yeah. I think we keep freezing.
No, you're good.
Oh, really? You guys just keep freezing. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
But we aren't frozen for you?
Nope.
Okay. Weird. It's just glitching for us then. Okay. So I wanted to get a perspective from them for you guys, and we've prepared some really great questions, and they had all their own answers. And for those of you that have kids, I even thought it might be great for you to even share these with your kids, because I got 2 smart ones right here. And sometimes I think when we think about mindset, we think about it as an adult only and not even necessarily from a kid perspective. So, okay, first, let's just start with Amelia. You go first. Tell them how old you are and what you like to do for fun.
I'm 11 and I like to play tennis for fun.
Okay, I figured that was going to be the answer. George, what about you?
Hi, I'm George and I love hanging out with friends.
How old are you?
12.
Okay, perfect. So what grade are you guys going to be in this fall?
7th.
7.
Okay, perfect. So what does mindset really mean to you guys? Amelia?
Like mindset in my perspective means how you control your emotions.
Good answer. Okay, perfect. George, what about you?
Mindset to me means that it like determines your mood of the day or of the time.
Okay, so emotions and your mood are pretty much what make up your mindset. Do you think that you have, this isn't one of your questions, I'm just asking, do you think that you have the ability to control your mood and your mindset and how your emotions?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay, so what about, what does it look like, or like let's see, what does a great mindset look like for you? Like when you think of somebody who has a great mindset, what kind of things do they possess, or like what do they have?
They achieve their goals and they focus on what's in the future and not what's in the past, and then they control their emotions.
Okay, so like if they were having like an emotional day and they had a good mindset, they would control it.
Yeah.
Okay, George, what about you?
Mindset, I think someone who has a mindset, I think that they would be successful, positive, set off good vibes and good energy.
Love it. Angie said, great answer, you guys. Good answer. Yep. I loved what George said when I was asking them these questions last night. He said vibes. Yep. I love it. I said, that's such a good word to use for when you're thinking about somebody who has a great mindset. Okay. So how do you guys get a good mindset, do you think?
How I get a good mindset is I always think positive and think about how the outcome can affect me, and I surround myself with people that I want to be like.
Do you think that adults could do the same thing, could surround themselves with people they want to be like still?
Yes.
Yep, I agree. Okay, George, how do you get a good mindset? Because you guys both have great mindsets.
I always think like what the outcome could be, like something that could be good in the end, or surround yourself with people that have like accomplished stuff that you want to accomplish, or you could you could also be with people that set off good energy too.
So do you think other people that you're around have just like a lot to do with your energy and everything?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree too. Okay, so what do you think that kids worry about today? Like in today's world, what do most kids kind of stress about?
They probably stress about disappointing the people that they care about, or not accomplishing like what other people think that they should accomplish.
Yep. Okay, that's a good answer. George, what do you think that kids stress about?
I think kids stress a lot about what people think about them, and I think that they think other people are like in their head comment on what's like bad about them.
I'm going to give you guys a real life example of how adults are the same way. And then this is an embarrassing example, so I'm being vulnerable with this group. I have had the most massive zit on my chin, you guys. It's not even a zit. Heather, I was going to text you to please bring me that. It's not even a zit. I don't even get zits. It's like a formation of a growth, honestly. I don't even know what it is. It's so bad. And I was doing an Instagram story last night to tell people to watch today. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to stop. And I'm a horrible example for them. So I said, oh my gosh, I got to stop. Look how terrible this looks. I got to put something on it. And George said, Dana, nobody cares about that zit on your chin. They can't even see it on Instagram. And I was like, George, you know what? That you're very right. Thank you so much for for setting me straight this evening. So I totally agree. I think adults can worry a lot about what other people think too. Don't you guys?
Yes.
I think it's just natural. But one of my favorite quotes that I just love is a comparison is the thief of all joy, which means when you're happy about something and you compare it to somebody else or to something else, then your joy gets taken away or you're not happy anymore because you're like, man, well, I thought I was really good at that, but then look how good they are. And now I'm in a bad mood. Do you guys agree with that?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think that ever happens to you sometimes?
Yes.
Definitely.
George, has that ever happened to you in your hip hop competitions? George is a hip hop dancer, for those of you that didn't know.
Yes, I think yes.
Do you ever look at some of them and you're like, man, I thought I was good until I saw them?
Yes.
Do you do that with tennis?
Yes, definitely.
Yes, definitely is the answer. Okay, so we think kids worry about disappointing the people that they care about and what other people think about them. So what do you think that parents can try to do to help kids if they feel that way?
Like, I think parents can try to understand how their kids are feeling and how, like, yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, just like maybe ask them questions
Yeah,
and get them to talk about it.
yeah.
Okay, George, what do you think?
I think parents should dedicate more of their like time to their children, other than like more of their time to like your kid, not as like much as like other important stuff that you think is important, but it's not.
Yeah, what would be an example of that?
So maybe like work.
Yeah, okay, good answer. Yep. Yeah. Do you think that kids understand that their parents have to work? And so if when they're not working, they just need to make that time like really intentional?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's really good. What do you think that other kids could do if some of these people have kids, at which a lot of them do? What do you think that their kids could do to have a better mindset?
Their kids they shouldn't worry about what people think about like yourself. You should just embrace how God built you to be, and like you should just be yourself all the time.
Good answer. Love that answer. Okay, George, what do you think?
I think kids should focus more on themselves than other people.
Yeah. Okay. How could they do that? Like, what do you mean?
Maybe like instead of like you said, thinking about like other people and like comparing yourself, then you could just like think, well, they are great, but like I tried my best and that's like all I can do.
Yeah, I think that's a super good point. What do you guys, I didn't ask you this last night, but I'm just wondering now, what do you guys think about, do you feel good? Do you think your mindset improves when you help other people do stuff?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. What do you think?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Are you guys excited to work today?
Yes.
Yes.
Is this the first time that you're actually going to be working to be paid for something like out of business?
Yes.
No one called child labor laws on me, please, by the way. Have you worked somewhere before?
Well, I haven't worked somewhere, but like I've done stuff like around the house. Like
Yeah, me too.
Work.
Like out of business.
Yeah, no, this is my first time out of business.
Were you guys nervous to talk in front of people today?
Yes.
Were you?
A
Very
little at
nervous.
first, but now I'm not at all.
What do you think someone could do? What made you want to can just do it, even though you were nervous?
So like
Let me
that,
see your mouth.
sorry. So that like kids or parents can understand like what they can do to help their kids,
Yeah.
or like what, like, yeah, basically what you can do to help.
Yeah. Love it. Awesome.
I agree.
You
Yeah.
agree?
Yes.
Okay. So what's the last tip as we wrap up that you would give somebody who wants to have a better mindset? What would you tell them to do? Think about it. This is a pop question. If they're like, I feel like I'm kind of just in a bad mood all the time, what would you tell them to do? Whoever wants to go first.
I think again they should surround themselves with people that they like, that are good, like set off good vibes and everything. But also I think that they should they should, I don't know how to explain it, but like not separate their time, but like organize the time that you have
Yeah.
to like not like prevent stress and prevent like some stuff that could go wrong that's like not needed.
That's a great answer. We, in our world, we call that time block. Yep. Jamie said, amazing answer. Yep. Love it. So just give themselves good organized time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good answer. What do you think? One tip.
You could be thankful for like everything you have, or you could surround yourself with
Good
the
answer.
5 people that you love or that makes you the happiest.
Raise your hand if you can tell that her dad is a coach. Surround yourself with the 5, specifically the 5 people. I love it. Okay, you guys.
They're all frozen.
I know, but we aren't frozen to them.
Okay.
Everyone, look, they said you did such a good job. Good job. Great job, you guys. Good job. Good job. Good job.
What'd she say?
Okay. Jamie said, how much time does he spend speaking this into their life? Dad said, great job. Good question, Jamie. I would say a lot of the time.
90%
Speaking.
of the time.
Maybe Adam should chime in.
Adam, how much percentage would you say? Great
what-
job, and future
what-
agents and coaches.
What's the question?
How much time do you spend pouring into them about stuff like that? Amelia said 90% of the time.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's everything's mindset, right? Everything is mindset. So the mindset has to consistently be talked about. Good, bad, or ugly, it doesn't matter. And Amelia, what do we always say? Who's the only one that can who's the only one that can control your mind?
Me.
That's right. Right. So no one else can. So we talk about that all the time. So whenever she'll say something like, well, that person thought this or that person said this, it's like, okay, can you control that or not? And the answer is usually no, but you can control how you feel.
Yep. I think we're kind of frozen. Totally agree. Does it drive you nuts that we talk about being in a good mood and mindset all the time, or do you appreciate it?
I mean, it kind of depends on the time.
Truth from an 11-year-old. Kind of depends on the time.
After a tennis match, probably not.
Not after a tennis match. Nope. But in regular times,
Yeah.
like at home.
Yes.
Okay. Nicole's really good and Brad about mindset too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, totally. Okay, guys. Well, I just thought this would be fun and helpful and give us a different perspective and switch up our Wednesday. So thanks for being here. You guys did awesome. And now I'm going to get these kids to work. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And we will see you next Wednesday. Thanks for being on. Tell them bye.
Bye.
Bye.